Have you ever wondered what it feels like to walk into a foreign country and instantly be met with smiles, respect, and even a little extra special treatment? For many Singaporeans, this is not just a dream, it's a reality in certain parts of the world. But why does this happen? Is it because of Singapore's strong reputation for safety, efficiency, and high living standards? Is it the image of being a traveler who is polite, well-prepared, and often financially secure? Or is it the influence of Singapore's strong passport and powerful diplomatic ties? The truth is, Singaporeans have built a reputation that precedes them in many countries. Whether it's the way they travel, the economic contributions they bring, or the cultural curiosity they show, people in these destinations often roll out the metaphorical red carpet. This is not just about getting a free upgrade at a hotel or being seated at the best table in a restaurant. It's about the way locals genuinely welcome you, respect you, and sometimes even go out of their way to make your experience unforgettable. In this video, we are going to explore 10 countries where Singaporeans are treated like VIPs. These are places where your arrival is met with warmth, your background is admired, and your presence is valued. Some of these countries are close to home, making them quick and easy travel destinations, while others are far away yet still carry a special appreciation for visitors from the Lion City. And before we dive into this exciting journey, let me leave you with a thought. If you could be treated like royalty every time you traveled, wouldn't you want to know exactly where to go? Well, stay tuned because the destinations on this list might just become your next travel goals. Number 10. France. France, especially Paris, can have a reputation for being selective about its hospitality, but Singaporeans often find themselves treated better than the average tourist. This is partly because of Singapore's economic importance and partly because of the respect for its cultural sophistication. In luxury hotels, boutique shops, and fine dining restaurants, Singaporeans are often met with polite efficiency and even warmth when staff discover their nationality. Many French service providers see Singaporeans as discerning customers who appreciate quality, and they respond by offering attentive, personalized service. In smaller towns, the reception can be even warmer. Locals might engage in conversations about Singapore's growth, its multicultural society, and its culinary scene. Tour guides may take extra time to show hidden gems or share special local experiences, making your trip feel more exclusive and personal. Number 9. South Korea. South Korea is another Asian nation where Singaporeans often receive special treatment, largely because of shared values like respect, politeness, and an appreciation for modernity blended with tradition. In cities like Seoul and Busan, Singaporean tourists might notice that shop assistants and restaurant staff are particularly friendly, often going beyond the usual level of service to ensure comfort. Koreans also admire Singapore's reputation for safety, education, and cultural sophistication. This respect is sometimes expressed in subtle ways, like offering complimentary side dishes in restaurants, upgrading hotel rooms, or providing detailed travel tips. Language barriers are often less of a problem for Singaporeans, as locals seem more willing to assist when they know you're from Singapore. In entertainment areas, such as K-pop merchandise stores or cultural performance venues, Singaporean fans are sometimes given special access or early entry. A perk that feels undeniably VIP. Number 8. United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates, especially Dubai and Abu Dhabi, has a deep appreciation for high-value tourism and professional visitors, a category into which Singaporeans often fall. The UAE sees Singapore as a powerful economic partner in Asia, and this respect filters down into everyday interactions. In luxury hotels, Singaporean guests might find themselves upgraded to better rooms or offered special amenities. At restaurants, waitstaff often take extra care to accommodate preferences, and in shopping malls, sales staff may provide more attentive service once they hear where you're from. The business community in the UAE also holds Singapore in high regard, meaning that corporate travelers are often given priority meeting times, better seating arrangements, and even invitations to exclusive events. Even in cultural settings, such as visiting souks or heritage sites, locals and guides tend to treat Singaporeans as valued guests, taking the time to explain traditions in depth and ensuring their experience is as enriching as possible. Number 7. Canada. Canada is known for being friendly to visitors from all over the world, but Singaporeans often feel an extra level of warmth here. Part of this comes from Canada's diverse population, which includes many people of Asian heritage, making cultural exchange easier and more natural. When visiting cities like Vancouver, Toronto, or Montreal, Singaporeans may find that locals are genuinely curious about their home country. Hotel staff and tour guides often offer highly personalized service, taking the time to make sure every part of your trip runs smoothly. In some cases, Singaporeans traveling for study or work find themselves quickly integrated into social circles, with colleagues and neighbors inviting them to gatherings and community events. Singapore's reputation for safety, education, and cultural richness gives it a positive image among Canadians, which in turn affects how individuals interact with Singaporean visitors. This mutual respect often translates into smoother interactions at immigration, better service experiences, and warmer personal connections. Number 6. Thailand. Thailand has long been a favorite travel destination for Singaporeans, but what's interesting is how warmly Singaporeans are treated in return. Many Thais see Singapore as a close neighbor and an important friend in the region, both economically and culturally. Because of this familiarity, Singaporeans often receive special attention from service staff in hotels, resorts, and restaurants. In Bangkok, Phuket, and Chiang Mai, you might notice that hotel receptionists remember your name, street vendors offer small extras with your purchase, and taxi drivers go out of their way to ensure you reach your destination comfortably. The Thai sense of hospitality is already world famous, but for Singaporeans, there's often an added layer of friendliness because of shared regional ties. This treatment extends beyond tourist areas. Even in local markets or rural towns, Singaporeans are often welcomed with smiles and casual conversations. Many Thais appreciate Singaporean visitors for their politeness and willingness to embrace local culture, whether it's by trying traditional dishes or participating in cultural festivals. Number 5. Switzerland. Switzerland is a country that respects efficiency, cleanliness, and precision, values that align closely with Singapore's own national character. When Singaporeans visit Switzerland, whether for business or leisure, locals often see them as kindred spirits in their appreciation for organization and quality. This cultural compatibility makes interactions naturally smoother, and service providers often respond with extra attentiveness. In Swiss cities like Zurich, Geneva, and Bern, Singaporeans might notice that hotel check-ins are particularly smooth, and concierge staff may go the extra mile in providing detailed recommendations. Swiss locals often express admiration for Singapore's stability and its reputation as a global financial hub, which creates a level of professional respect that can feel like VIP treatment, especially for business travelers. Even in rural areas, where tourists sometimes face language barriers, Singaporeans are often met with patience and helpfulness. The Swiss appreciate visitors who respect their environment, and since Singaporeans tend to follow rules and maintain cleanliness, they naturally earn goodwill. It's not uncommon for Singaporean hikers to be given tips on the best scenic routes or even be invited to private cheese tasting events in small villages. Number 4. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom and Singapore share a long historical connection that still influences the way Singaporeans are treated today. As a former British colony, Singapore has retained many aspects of British culture, from language to education systems, which makes interactions between Singaporeans and Britons smoother and more familiar. When Singaporeans visit the UK, they often find that locals respond with curiosity and respect, particularly because Singapore has built a reputation as a thriving, cosmopolitan hub in Asia. In London, you might notice shop assistants and hotel staff engaging in friendly banter, appreciating your well-spoken English and polished manners. In smaller towns and countryside areas, the treatment can feel even more personal. Locals might strike up long conversations about Singapore's growth, ask about your experiences back home, or even share stories of their own travels to Asia. Singapore's strong economic ties with the UK also play a role in how Singaporeans are received. Business travelers are often met with professionalism and courtesy, sometimes with perks like priority meeting arrangements or better seating in venues. And for leisure travelers, the shared appreciation for politeness and order means you're likely to be treated with a level of service that feels above the ordinary. Number 3. New Zealand. New Zealand is one of those destinations where Singaporeans quickly notice the warmth and hospitality that locals extend to them. This country, known for its breathtaking natural landscapes, is equally famous for the friendliness of its people. For Singaporeans, the VIP treatment often begins the moment they arrive at the airport. Immigration officers are known to be polite and conversational, and many will ask about your travel plans with genuine curiosity rather than interrogation. One reason for this positive treatment is the strong historical and cultural relationship between the two nations. Many Singaporean students choose to study in New Zealand, and Singaporean professionals often work in sectors like tourism, agriculture, and education here. The Kiwis appreciate the contributions that Singaporeans bring, which translates into a kind of built-in respect and familiarity. In smaller towns, locals often go out of their way to help Singaporeans navigate their surroundings, offering directions, sharing tips on hidden attractions, and sometimes even offering to act as informal tour guides. This is especially true in places like Queenstown or Rotorua, where the tourism experience is built on personal connections. You might find yourself being given extra attention in restaurants, such as having the chef come to your table to ask if you enjoyed your meal, or being offered complimentary treats just to make you feel welcome. Number 2. Australia. Australia and Singapore share more than just friendly diplomatic ties, they share a sense of mutual trust and admiration. For many Australians, Singapore represents efficiency, modernity, and multicultural harmony, and Singaporeans often bring that same energy when they visit. From the moment you land in cities like Sydney, Melbourne, or Brisbane, you're likely to be welcomed warmly not only by immigration officers but also by everyday people you meet. Part of the VIP treatment comes from Australia's high number of Singaporean students and expatriates, who have built a reputation for being hardworking, respectful, and community-oriented. Locals often recall positive experiences with Singaporeans, whether in universities, business partnerships, or even tourism. This creates an unspoken sense of familiarity, almost as if you're being welcomed into an extended family. In the hospitality industry, Singaporeans are sometimes given priority assistance when it comes to travel recommendations or service requests. Taxi drivers might strike up friendly conversations the moment they hear your accent, and shopkeepers might throw in a small discount or extra service just to make you feel appreciated. In some coastal towns, Singaporean visitors even find themselves being invited to private barbecues or local events, something that isn't offered to every traveler. Number 1. Japan. Japan is one of those countries where the respect is mutual. Singaporeans often admire Japan for its orderliness, safety, and culture of precision, but what's fascinating is how much Japan admires Singaporeans in return. When you arrive in Japan, whether in bustling Tokyo or peaceful Kyoto, you're often met with an extra layer of politeness. This is partly because Singapore's image as a nation of law-abiding, respectful travelers resonates deeply with Japanese values. Locals in Japan tend to appreciate visitors who follow their customs without complaint, and Singaporeans usually excel in this area. Many Japanese service staff will even compliment you for your ability to adapt to local manners, something they might not openly say to every tourist. There's also the fact that Singapore's economy and Japan's share strong trade and tourism ties, which creates a certain goodwill between the people. Hotels, restaurants, and even transport staff may offer a level of attentiveness that feels personal rather than purely professional. In cities like Osaka and Fukuoka, you may notice vendors and restaurant owners engaging in warmer conversations with Singaporeans than they might with tourists from countries where cultural differences sometimes cause friction. And if you're visiting during a festival, don't be surprised if locals invite you to join in traditions or explain the meaning behind certain rituals. That's their way of honoring you as a respectful guest. Being treated like a VIP isn't just about luxury, it's about being respected, valued, and genuinely welcomed. As we've seen, Singaporeans enjoy this kind of treatment in many countries because of the nation's strong reputation, its people's respectful behavior, and the goodwill built through decades of positive international relations. When you travel as a Singaporean, you carry with you not just a passport but also an image, one of efficiency, politeness, and worldliness. This makes it easier to connect with people, earn their trust, and create memorable experiences. Whether it's being invited to a local festival in Japan, getting a free upgrade in the UAE, or receiving heartfelt hospitality in New Zealand, these moments remind you that the way you represent your country matters. So the next time you plan a trip, remember that the world already has a place in its heart for Singaporeans. Take advantage of it, not just by enjoying the extra comfort, but by deepening those connections and leaving behind your own trail of goodwill. After all, VIP treatment is not just given, it's earned, and Singaporeans have certainly earned it.